It's been a roller coaster year for Duane, Dog the Bounty Hunter Chapman. The 67-year-old reality television star lost wife Beth Chapman in June 2019. 2 months later, he said he'd never marry again. 6 months after that, he proposed marriage the first time, but that was just to prove he wasn't in a relationship. Then, in early May, he got down on bended knee and asked Francie Frane to marry him. She said yes. They announced it in an interview with The Sun, and even went as far as to say that all their fans might be invited. But what about that pact he made with Beth as she was succumbing to cancer? I'm Billy Dukes with Taste of Country, and if you're a little conflicted about all this, join the conversation below. Duane's daughters aren't. In fact, both Lissa and Bonnie have spoken out loudly about Dog's new love, and they're in agreement. Hang tight about 60 seconds for that. If all this feels like it's happening really quick, it is. It was just 6 weeks ago that Dogs fans started to hear about Francie Frane, a Colorado rancher. It's possible they could have been dating in secret for some time, but be honest. Has Chapman ever done anything in secret? His grieving process was extremely public to the point that it became unhealthy. Sure, he had a new TV series to promote last summer. The first and only season of Dogs Most Wanted followed the bounty hunter and Beth as she fought for her life. But he was in front of the microphones within hours of Beth's passing on June 26th. The end-of-life celebration, her final words, his arguments with his daughters, it was all out there for the world to see, so it's not unfair to assume that he and Francie started to date shortly before daughter Lissa shared this tweet on March 22nd. Since then, they've gushed on each other like young lovers do. Here's an Instagram from Dog on April 24th with an emotional caption that ends with, "I love you, woman," in all caps. She fired back a few days later with a combo love letter / letter to God that professes her love for him. Then on May 4th, the world learned that they were engaged when The Sun published their interview. Link to that story is in the description section below. You can see the rings there too. She did alright. The pair bonded straight away after Dog called to try to get Francie's husband to do some housework at his Colorado home, only to learn he died 1 year earlier. Both are widows, so both can appreciate love when you're still hurting for a life partner. This takes a little sting out of the about-face Dog did when last August he told people, quote, "I will never get married." Here's the deal. Duane told the magazine he told Beth he'd probably date again, saying, quote, "What deal we said is, I will never take Beth off my chest, I have her name here, and I will never get married." He shares that she responded with an understanding that he has human needs. In her final months, they came to an understanding that both would continue with their life and date should the other die, but not marry. He said she agreed to that, or at least spoke those words. If you followed the couple or watched their show, you know that Beth mostly just wanted their family to be happy, so it seems unlikely she'd be upset to learn that Dog was remarrying. We're gonna trust the response and the words of her kids to help guide us through this. Duane's daughter Lissa has given her blessing, but it's their daughter Bonnie who had more to say. She not only called Francie a wonderful woman and a blessing, but she shared a conversation she had with her mother before she died, where she says Beth was okay and supportive if Dog remarried. Quote, "My father has gone through so much this past year without my mother. It's been extremely difficult to see one parent pass and the other so intent on following. My father deserves to be happy. He's still got my mother's name on his chest. He'll never forget her and the love she gave him. She would be happy my father is in love and finding peace." On remarriage, Bonnie says Beth's feelings actually changed as her condition worsened. Quote, "She would never want him to be alone. My mom wanted him to be happy no matter what." Bonnie goes as far as to say she believes her mother sent Francie, who, like Beth, is 51 years old. I'm Billy Dukes with Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for watching.